Good evening. Welcome. Today is Wednesday, June the 2nd. And we are officially over the half mark this year. Can you guys believe that? I'm just screwing the other end of my take your pick tool, the adhesive part, on. When you come on, say hello. I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area. So if you are looking for some creativity and some inspiration and some sharing, which is our tagline, we like to create, inspire, and share, you're in the right place. And every Wednesday night, I am here live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time in order to show you how to use your Stampin' Up! Products to make your 12 by 12 page layouts. So if you scrapbook, you'll want to join me every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hi, Lisa. And if you don't scrapbook, you can still get some inspiration this way, because a lot of the projects that we make, that I'll make on Wednesday night, you can also frame them and give them as gifts, or just plain home decor items. So if you're looking for some reasons to put some pictures on the wall and you don't necessarily scrapbook, you can still get some inspiration out of Wednesday nights. So I will go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna have to point the camera down in order for you all to see what I need to show you. So got a prize to give away. When you like, comment, and share my videos, you get entered into the weekly prizes. And on my Wednesday night layouts, prizes can be anything, really. But on Sundays, I am live Sunday afternoons at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time in order to show you other things, cards, projects, other home decor items, other types of things. The prizes for those drawings are typically what I make. So if you're interested in joining me on Sunday afternoons, I'd love to have you. So let me go ahead and get this pointed down so that we can get started with a drawing, and then all the other announcements. So let's flip this. Let me bring this back a little bit so I can see. Let's see if I can get that glare out of frame there. I don't know that I can get that glare out right now. But hi, Terry. Welcome. If you jump on, make sure you say hello. There's going to be others watching, and if you're watching and there's a live, I think in this top left-hand corner, I don't know. Sometimes I get things backwards. Then you're watching me live on Facebook, and if you don't see a live on one of those top corners, you're watching me on the replay, or you're watching the replay on Facebook, or you might be watching the replay on my YouTube channel. And if you're watching me on YouTube, thank you for subscribing to my channel. But let's give away a drawing. Last week we did 2 layouts in one evening. Normally I just do one, and then the next week you'll see the second page. But last week was Batter Up, and I already have those put away. But I decided, because I don't have anything to give away for Batter Up, I already gave away the cards in the previous Sundays, in this past Sunday's live. I just reached into my big bin of adhesives, and I thought, you know, anybody can use Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to give away a package of some Stampin' Dimensionals. And if you're wondering how you can get on this little fancy wheel over here that's going to make a wheel noise whenever I get it started, as I mentioned earlier, when you like, comment, and share my videos, that gets you on the wheel. But when you share, you get 2 entries on the wheel as well. So you could get an entry for liking the video, for your comment, and for sharing. So let's spin this and see who wins this package of Stampin' Dimensionals. And we're going to be using these, not this package, but we'll be using these. So if you're not familiar with Stampin' Dimensionals, I'll show you how those get used. Get that glare off. Shirley Taylor. Congratulations, Shirley. Shirley has won before, so I do have your mailing address. That's the only thing. If you've never won before and you're a first-time winner, I will typically ask you to message me your mailing address so that I can mail your prize to you. And get that put away. So Shirley, congratulations. I guess I should write this down so that I do not forget. Okay, so we'll put that aside and let me go over a few things. Does anybody recognize this catalog? This was our January to June 2021 mini catalog, and yesterday we had a list get released, and sadly there's a lot of products in this catalog that are retiring at the end of this month. So what that means is there is a list out there, and I'm going to put the list in the links in the description after the video, but you can also go to my website and you'll be able to see all of this as well. But there are a lot of things in this catalog that are retiring that are deeply discounted. And don't forget, as demonstrators, that's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. And when I say demonstrator, really, it's just, you know, because you've purchased your kit and you get your discount. But as demonstrators, we get the discounted prices on top of our 20 to 25% discount level that we're at. So while most people might be shopping at the, 50% off on those particular items, we're shopping at 70 to 75% off. Is that not cool? So make sure you go check out the Last Chance list online. And I'll just give you an example. Like, we're going to be using these ladybug trinkets. They're in the catalog. These are marked down. There's like 20 of them in a package. And these are marked down to like $3.75. So if you really like the ladybug trinkets, you'll want to go grab them, because everything is while supplies last. And things could sell out really, really quickly. So you want to make sure you go grab them. And then we still have about 12 more days for our hosting special, which is called Connect, Craft, and Collect 25. That simply means that when your host total or your individual total is at least $250, you're going to get the regular Stampin' Rewards. Let me bring this up a little bit. But Stampin' Up! Is also going to tack on an additional $25 for you to choose from for free product. And then when your order's $450, that's when you start getting your half price items. So that link will also be in the description when we're done. And if you need any ideas as to what kind of gatherings you would like to have, whether it's in person or virtually, the link to this page will also be there, and that'll just give you some ideas on what you can do as far as get-togethers and the different costs that are associated with those. Hi, Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen from Montana. Thank you, Donna, for sharing. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you for sharing, Bonnie. And Denise. Hi, Denise. I think I caught up on all the comments. If I missed the comments, I will go back and acknowledge you when I'm done with the video. We also still have about 8 more days for our subscription period for Paper Pumpkin, which is our monthly paper crafting subscription service. And next month's coordinates with the Expressions and Ink Suite. And then the bonus in next month's kit is that we're getting 2 Stampin' Spots. Normally we only get 1, but we get 2 next month. And the paper crafting subscriptions have everything you need in order to complete those projects. And in next month's project, it's going to contain enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes, which is cool because that's what Stampin' Up! Is all about when it comes to color coordination. And I'm fanning this cardstock out because I just want to remind you that My Paper Pumpkin subscribers every month will get coordinating cuts of cardstock that will coordinate with the kit or any other projects that you might be working on. So it's 2 4x6 cuts of each coordinating color that's listed, and they get that sent to them automatically for free, just as a thank you for being My Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And then when you join my email list, you're always going to get a free PDF tutorial, but now you're also going to get a free color copy of the annual catalog. And then if you're also on my list, we also are updating our mailing addresses to send out the new mini holiday, or the next mini catalog basically, which normally includes all of the holidays coming up. So can you guys believe that we're already getting ready for that? Oh my goodness. But that link will also be in the description as well. So make sure when we're done with the video that you go check it out, all the little links. And let me just point out that there is a new host code for June. This QR code right here, if you don't want to worry about going to the website and plugging in that host code, when you scan that QR code, that'll take you straight to my website and will plug in that host code automatically for you. And what you're going to get, I am still finalizing, let me try to get that glare off. I'm still finalizing the cards. Let me see if I can pop this up right here so it's not giving a glare. There we go. I'm still finalizing the cards right now because I decided to change them at the last minute for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is the paper I originally was going to do is not orderable, so I had to change my game plan. But I will tell you, and I can show you at least for now, it is going to be a little different. The monthly special is going to be a little different. It's not going to be just 4 cards. It's going to be something extra special. But I'm going to be using Biggest Wish, this particular photopolymer stamp set. And what I mean by photopolymer, if you're not familiar with that, that just means that those are literally our clear stamps that we have. Like you can see through them. They make it so much easier when it comes to stamping directly where you need to stamp. But I'm also going to pair it with, let me fan this out, the Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. I'm not going to use the Sweet Symmetry Sweet, but I am going to use the paper, and I'm going to, let's see, there's one side. The package is sold by 12 by 12 sheets. So you're going to get 12 sheets, 2 sheets of each one of these designs, and then our Designer Series paper is always double-sided. It's very rare that it's not, but these are the other sides that coordinate. Cute. So that between this Designer Series paper and this stamp set, that is going to help make up the June special. And I will tell you right now, I realized a couple of days ago, yeah, I think it was Sunday when I recognized this, or Sunday evening. This next Sunday, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be traveling to Midlothian, Texas, which is where my upline Jennifer Cotton is from, which, by the way, we're going to be using her stamp set again tonight. This is her $1 million stamp set. See, I have an autographed copy. But I'm going to be traveling to a Silver Elite reception that she is going to be hosting for all of the members of her Silver Elite team. And I just happen to be part of that team. So I'm going to be traveling to go get pampered and have a nice dinner and some stamping and just some fun and fellowship with my fellow Silver Elite team members. So I'm going to be pre-recording my Sunday Live, which is going to be the monthly online ordering special. So it'll still premiere Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m., but I won't actually be live. But I do still invite you to come join and watch so you can see what the monthly online ordering special is going to be. And so, here we go. Tonight, we're going to be using the Peach Designer Series paper in order to make our 12 by 12 page layout for tonight. I just wanted to point out in the annual catalog, page 60 and 61 is the Peach suite. So there are other pieces to this particular suite, but I just carved out the Designer Series paper. And let me show you one of these fun little, what are these called? My mind just went blank. A mini jam jar that we got at Retreat, and it was one of our little pillow gifts, and I thought that was so cute. I think it's filled with honey for it to have this little honey thing on there. But they're so cute. I have small hands, but this does still fit in the palm of my hand, so they're not very large. But look at how cute they made those. I'm assuming that's like peach jam or something in there, but anyway, I just carved out the paper, so that's what we're going to be using tonight. But look at the colors. In fact, you know what? I have the paper. I should just show you guys. Let me fan the Peach Designer Series paper out. So there is one side. Look at those colors. Got Calypso Coral, some Pear Pizzazz, Balmy Blue. What else we got going on here? Mango Melodies in there. And I think that's most of them, if not all of them. I think Petal Pink is part of that, I think. And then the other side are these colors right here. So let's get started on our layout. By the way, we're also going to be using, I used the basic border dies in a couple of the pieces that we're working with tonight. And then I also used the Banner Triple Punch. But we're going to be working with a 12 by 12 of Calypso Coral. And let me see if I can bring this up a little more and still be able to see comments. I think I can. Hi, Donna. And then let's get started. Everything is already cut, so we're basically going to be assembling. I've got this one. I think that's the one. Yep, that's this one. Now, our 12 by 12 color cardstock is only available in variety packs with all the other colors, but they're sold by color families. So if you're looking for Calypso Coral 12 by 12, you'll have to get the 12 by 12 Subtles cardstock pack. And I'm just lining this up at the top. It's very important that you get your first layer down straight so that everything else kind of falls into place, or at least makes it a little bit easier. And then I have this strip of Designer Series paper that we're going to put right underneath this. And I just want to remind you also that when you normally purchase from me, if you need the link to the blog site where you can get the full tutorial for these particular layouts, you get VIP access to that particular layout just as a thank you, or if you've attended any of my events or anything like that. So that's why you're not going to see me probably talk about measurements or anything like that during the demos. And we're going to line this strip, which is slightly different than that Designer Series paper on top, but you'll see how well everything kind of just coordinates together. And we're going to line this one up down at the bottom. Okay. And then I have this strip of dots, kind of polka dots. This was paper that was left over from, I think I had like one package, one 1/2 of a package left over from a share. Okay, so now we have these lined up. And then I do have, I intended to cut this as one piece, and what happened was I ended up accidentally cutting it in half, and I didn't intend to, but this is going to go up here at the top. So let me get this down. Oops, almost put that on the wrong side. Okay, so we're going to be centering this up here at the top. Let's see if I can do these at the same time. I want those lines to line up. It doesn't have to be perfect because there's some stamping that's going to be going over that. There we go. And these are flat. Those are being laid down flat. And then I also have these pieces of cardstock. I've got Mango Melody, Balmy Blue, and Pear Pizzazz. And what I did is on these particular cuts, I used the zigzaggy border die and die cut the end of them. Okay, now that piece that came off after the die cut, what I did is I took my, I'll just put this one on here, but I took that leftover piece, because who doesn't enjoy using scraps, and I put some adhesive glue on, and as you can see from the other ones that I've already done, I kind of mixed up the colors a little bit. So I just attached the die cut piece to the top of another one of the colors. So on Mango Melody, I put the Pear Pizzazz die cut piece on, and on this Balmy Blue, I put the Mango Melody, and on the Pear Pizzazz, I put the Balmy Blue. So let's put these on, and these are going to go on directly. I'm not going to pop these up, but these could also be your photo mats. These could easily put a good size wallet, I guess you could say, a wallet size. We're going to stick these right here. So these mats are going to fill in all this area here in the middle. And then this one should be pretty much centered. And then we've got this Pear Pizzazz. Let's put that one over here. If you have to break out your ruler, you know, if you wanted to make sure that they were pretty spot on as far as space, you can break out your ruler. I like to eyeball things, which might drive some people nuts, but but anyway, we have our photo mats in the middle, and then I also have 2 more cuts of this particular designer series paper. And what we want to do with these is we're going to put these in between these photo mats, but we want to put, we're going to use our dimensionals. We want to put the dimensionals like up here at the top and one right here in the middle near the bottom. You can certainly put another one in the middle if you need to, but I think 2 of the large ones is enough. And with our dimensionals, you just peel these little backings off. And we're going to put these right here. And the reason why I said dimensionals just in the middle here is so that, and I've already done these, so I'll just peel those off, is so that when you have your pictures, they can slide in pretty easy up underneath that. So let's just say if this was my picture and I was going to put it here, it'll slide in back there. So you're not going to be hitting any adhesive on the sides of these little banners right here. Okay? Now this designer series paper, what I did with this one is I matted this piece. I wanted to originally use the blue, but the way I had cut my paper, it was going the opposite direction. So I said, well, you know what? I will just cut this Calypso Coral lined and use that instead. And this is going to serve as, this could serve, and I'm matting it on a piece of basic white, but this could serve as a journaling mat. You can use those lines to write on, or you can also use it as another photo mat. And if you're concerned about messing it up before you put everything together, you can do your journaling before and then stick it down on there. But we're going to be sticking this right down here, kind of in the middle. So a little bit of that designer series paper shows at the bottom, but I think that's a perfect little spot for a journaling mat. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. And then remember, let's do some stamping. I have to stamp, I was looking for my little piece here. We're going to be stamping on this piece of basic white, and because we're using photopolymer, if you don't have a hard surface, I recommend a foam mat to stamp on. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp on a foam mat, and we're going to be stamping Celebrate Friends in Pear Pizzazz. So many colors to choose from with this particular designer series paper, but I went ahead and decided to choose Pear Pizzazz. So I am just inking this up really, really good. And then we're going to center this over this piece. Give it some pressure. Don't rock your stamps. Just give it a little pressure. Then lift them straight up. I love this stamp set. I think Jennifer really loves it too, and she designed it this way so that if we were doing scrapbook pages, that these gorgeous fonts, these gorgeous sentiments and greetings really stood out on a scrapbook page, and I think this one really does its job very, very well. We're going to pop this up with dimensionals. I want this one to pop up a little bit. So I'm going to use 4 just to make sure that it's stable across this piece of Calypso Coral designer series paper. Get all those off. Okay. You can certainly, if you wanted to, no, I'm not going to do it. But if you wanted to on your layout, you could certainly distress around the edges, like maybe in Calypso Coral, but I'm going to leave it like that. And we're just going to center that across that piece of designer series paper. And now you can see why I shouldn't have cut that piece of designer series paper in half, because I can barely see my little where my 2 pieces came together. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay. And then now I have some bumblebee trinkets. I don't think you can get, at least the last time I looked, I don't remember that we could get bumblebee trinkets. But I'm going to go ahead and show them, because I think you can still order them. They just might be on back order. Those lists, you guys, change every single day. But let me use 2. I'm going to use a couple of glue dots on the back of each one. Oops, that fell down. And then I'm just going to randomly put it where it looks like he's on a flower. And then I've got another one here. Where'd I put the other one? Let's put the other one way down here. Let me get some glue dots on there. Let's put that one down here. And then I have 3 ladybug trinkets. I have no idea if ladybugs get along with bumblebees, but in my scrapbook page, they do. And I'm just going to randomly put some ladybugs on my page. Let me get another one. I want to use 2 because I want to make sure these don't come off. And let's put one over here. And then I got one more. And then I'm just making sure that I'm not missing something, because I think this is it. I think. Let's see. Where can I put this one? Let's put that one right there. There we go. And let me do a once over. Let's make sure nothing's loose. that can happen. Something's sitting there loose and I forgot to put it on. I think that's it, you guys. Yep, that is it. This is layout number 12, page 1, using the Eura Peach Designer Series paper. So see, you can even do a really cute, springy, kind of summery, fun layout without stamps, really. If you didn't want to do this stamp and wanted to put another picture there, you could certainly do that, but there you have it. So I hope you ladies and gentlemen, if I have some guys watching, most of my audience is ladies, so I know I say you ladies or you guys, but I mean anybody who's watching, really. But thank you for joining me this evening, and if you want to join me next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be doing the other page. So have a good evening, and make sure to swing by Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. to watch my pre-recorded for the monthly online ordering special. So have a good night. Bye-bye.